Morning, I am just leaving the hotel on foot this morning, not in an Uber. I'm not sure where this part of the vlog is going to fit in with the other vlogs. It may be at the beginning of something, beginning of a Universal day, I'm not quite sure. Today it's actually lunchtime and I'm just heading out to take a little look around International Drive. So I'm going to be going and I think eating at IHOP. I haven't eaten there for the longest time. And I'm going to have a walk up and down, just go and look at some of the hotels I used to stay in, take some photos and stuff. So yeah, just having an easy day today. It's a Sunday, so I'm just having a kind of relaxing one. And you can always kind of tell where you are as you come out of this hotel by the big McDonald's. So this huge McDonald's is right on the corner of Sand Lake Road and International Drive. So the road going along this way is Sand Lake Road, and then International Drive is running along that way, and you can see the IHOP that I'm going to go to over there. Time for some pancakes. I am starving now actually, it's way past lunchtime. Okay, I'm seated and what am I going to have? Definitely has to be pancakes. Okay, so here is my very late breakfast. Eggs, hash browns, bacon and pancakes. I just had to come here and get this one day that I was here because I haven't been to IHOP for the longest time. That was so good having those pancakes and breakfast, and that's one of the things I love actually about staying on International Drive or off-site in general are the cheaper restaurants. It's much cheaper to eat off-site than it is at Disney, and that was actually really nice. And I'm just going to have a wander along here, go and have a look at the hotel that I used to stay at quite a lot and just see what is going on. And they still have a lot of these gift shops on International Drive that have kind of cheap Disney souvenirs and stuff. Not official Disney stuff, I wouldn't imagine. And over here they have the Titanic artifact exhibition. I was thinking about maybe doing that this trip if I get time. I could potentially do it today, but it's getting a bit later in the day. But I have done it once a very long time ago and it was very interesting. And over here is the slingshot, which you can see from miles around. Absolutely no way on earth would you ever get me on this, but a lot of people do. I've seen some pretty funny videos of people on it, but yeah, this is where that is located, and that's opposite Buffalo Wild Wings. And here is the hotel that I used to stay in quite a bit, which is Avanti Palms. It used to be the Holiday Inn, so I stayed in that big tower building several times. I think it's had a major refurbishment and it does look really nice inside now. I looked at some pictures and it looks really good, so I definitely consider staying there sometime. I actually fancy another coffee, and I don't think there's a Starbucks or anything around here, so I may even head into that hotel and see if they have anywhere to get coffee. Oh, I think they might have a Starbucks, or at least have Starbucks coffee. Let's go see. Oh, thank goodness I'm inside out of the heat. The heat is incredible today. For October, it's like super hot. I've got my Starbucks. I'm so happy that they had a Starbucks in here. And they have this really big kind of like lobby bar area, but it's really quiet. I would imagine most people are out at the parks. So this is the perfect place for me to get a few work emails done and a few other things and just sit for a minute to cool down. But it's really cool being back here and coming back and seeing some of the places that I used to go to like 20 years ago. I really haven't been to any of this area for such a long time. So it's way later on now, and I've come back out and I think I'm going to go to Chili's for dinner tonight. Just for old time's sake, I used to come here all the time. Okay, I haven't vlogged very much in here because it's taken forever to get a table. They have sports on in here and I am sat right underneath this speaker. I can barely hear myself think. So I'm just going to eat and get out. I waited so long for a table, I felt like I was too invested to like go somewhere else, and now I'm sat underneath this speaker. I literally can't believe how loud it is. So anyway, yeah, that's the experience so far. Oh my gosh, the silence of outside compared to in there, that was very loud. It was unfortunate I was sat right underneath the speaker. I think anywhere else you'd probably be fine, but I used my AirPods in the end as earplugs and that did help, so I just ate what I had and got out of there. But the food was nice and the soup and salad is bottomless in there. I just had one, but you can have more if you need to. And now I'm just going to nip to Walgreens before heading back to the hotel. And they do also have these scooters on International Drive. They have these everywhere in the UK now, like the Zip scooters you can rent, just to make it easier for getting around. I'm not sure how much they cost. One of them seems to have had an accident there. It would be no good for me because my balance is terrible, but it could be a good way of getting around because it is actually quite far from one end of International Drive to the other. Good morning, welcome to another day in Orlando, and today I'm off to Universal again. I'm going to go to Islands of Adventure this morning because I did Universal Studios first last time, and hopefully get the Hogwarts Express over and go back to Universal Studios to do a couple of things there. Just doing my usual walk out to the front to go and get an Uber. This is the hotel I'm staying in, which is the Rosen Inn International. So they have a little store here on the left hand side, and they have a bar there as well, which is open in the evenings. Another thing I'm going to do today is go across to one of the Universal hotels. I asked on Patreon which of the hotels you guys wanted to see a look around, and Royal Pacific was the one that you voted, so I'm going to go across to there a bit later on and show you around, take a look. I haven't stayed there for many years, or been to have a look around even, so we'll do that as well later. And let's just head in and get the necessary fuel to get going for the day. So I've just got my coffee, and I thought I'd just show you the Universal app, because I often show you the Disney one but not the Universal one. So on here you can look at a map, you can look at the park hours. So today it is 7 PM for Universal Studios is closing, and 8 PM for Islands of Adventure. And if you go into the map, so let's look at Islands of Adventure, that's where we're going first. And as you click on things, it will then tell you what the wait times are. So currently it's saying 40 minutes for Velocicoaster, that doesn't seem very high. And Forbidden Journey is 45 minutes. 100 minutes for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, that's always quite high for that one. I always love the music here at Islands of Adventure as you enter the park as well. I think it's just a nostalgia thing because I used to come here so much in the early days. Okay, I don't know if I'm missing something, or if I'm missing some type of backstory, or this is always here now, but there appear to be Christmas decorations up everywhere. And let's have a quick look at the Islands of Adventure merchandise while we're here, because I won't be back to the front of the park to go in this store, because I'm hoping to go across to Universal Studios on the Hogwarts Express today. It's Christmas in here too. What is happening? I feel like I might need to ask. And we have some Fast and Furious items in here, which I don't think I saw over at Universal Studios the other day. This is a very good time to have a quick look in the shops, because towards the end of the day this will be crazy. Okay, you guys know me, I had to ask, I just had to know what was going on with the Christmas decorations, and it is just very early. The person I spoke to said that they're doing this park first, and this was actually a surprise to them. They didn't know that the team were going to come in and do this. They actually did it last night, and then when Halloween Horror Nights ends they will do Universal Studios, and then the holiday celebrations start in November. So it is just super early. I guess they like to get this park done ahead of time, so that as soon as Halloween is finished they can do Universal Studios. But I just had to check, I was like, that seems so crazy early for Christmas, but there we go. And just a reference as to why I'm so surprised about it, it is October the 17th today, so that just does seem like super early for Christmas. And they have so much Harry Potter stuff. I do really want to get the little retractable thing here to put my park ticket in, the Ravenclaw one. I do have that one on the end already, but it's in my owner's locker and I don't have it today. And I know for going on the rides when you have to lock your bag, it is easier to have something like that. Or maybe I'll get a lanyard, I don't know, I'll have a look. That shirt's really nice, and I love the V-neck. That is $35. So I've decided to go lanyard. I'm going to get this one and this little matching thing to put my ticket inside. One thing I haven't seen, and I don't know if it's because it doesn't exist or I just haven't noticed it, is any specific Islands of Adventure merchandise. Most of it is just general Universal Orlando Resorts. You get a lot of Universal Studios stuff, but I haven't seen any Islands of Adventure. I'm going to carry on browsing in case I've missed it, but generally it does seem to be either Universal Studios or just general Universal stuff. And they have scented candles here. They have a Back to the Future Time Machine scented candle and an E.T. Green Planet. I wonder if these are supposed to smell like the attractions or whether they're just generic. I'm going to smell them. Okay, the conclusion, I don't think either of them smell like the attractions. Not that I can remember what Back to the Future smelled like, but the Back to the Future one smells like men's shaving gel, and the Green Planet one smells like pine bathroom cleaner. Oh, we saw these suitcases the other day, I forget which store it was in, and they didn't have a price, so I couldn't see one. They're $195. Okay, I have fully browsed and I can't see any specific Islands of Adventure merchandise. Maybe it exists, but just not in this store, but I definitely can't see anything. I was kind of tempted to go to the right for a change, but I really want to end up at Hogsmeade so that I can ride the Hogwarts Express over to Universal Studios. So I'm going to head left as always, and I just looked at the wait time board on the way in, and Hogwarts Express is only 10 minutes currently. Hopefully it stays fairly low for when I get round there. I do tend to find it's not as bad going from this park to the other than it is going the other way. It's usually a lot busier over at Universal Studios to come over to this park. This is one part of the park that hasn't changed one bit to me since 2002. It looks exactly the same as it did that first day I ever came here. And the wait time is 55 minutes, but I'm going to head into the single rider line.
Crime reports are coming in from all over the city, and I'm starting to get worried. Did you see that? The spider signal! With Spider-Man nearby, trouble can't be far away. And you know what trouble means. Headlines! National coverage! So don't screw this up! I mean, good luck.
And I don't often mention much about dining in this area, but they do have a diner here, which has burgers and stuff like that, and then right across the way, they have pretzels, kind of back over here. And they also have ice cream here just before you're exiting this area. I don't know how well you can see this because of the sun, but Popeye and Olive are doing a meet and greet over there. I actually do need to eat some lunch because I haven't eaten anything today. I wonder if I should check out Comic Strip Cafe. I've never eaten there before. Normally I end up eating when I'm around the Jurassic Park kind of area, but perhaps I'll do this for a change. This is actually a huge location and they were strongly recommending doing mobile order. It's very quiet in here considering it's around lunchtime, so I'm going to do mobile order and see how that works. I've never used it here at Universal before. So order food is one of the options. Let's go into that. Then you need to find the location that you're at. Here we are, Comic Strip Cafe. Okay, that brings up the menu. I didn't even look what they have, so let's see. Burgers. Then they have some Asian food here. They have ramen, tofu ramen. Do I want pizza or a burger is the question. I think I'm going to get a burger. I don't want a shake, so it'll be this one. It says at the bottom here you can only pay by card, you can't use a gift card currently. If you have an annual pass, then you can add the discount there. I don't at the moment. Now I need to log in. Let me take forever to remember what my login actually is because I really can't remember. I couldn't show you the last screen because it had personal details on it, but basically I had to create a new account. I'm not even sure that I actually had one already. Then you have to put your card details in, which I've done, and then once you get to the screen you do I've arrived, prepare my order, which is very similar to Disney. And here is where you enter your table number, which mine is 3. And if I was doing this again, it'd be much easier because my details are all saved now. So I'm afraid to say I don't have good things to say about the burger. I did take a shot of it before I ate it. I was actually talking on the phone when it came, so that's why I didn't show you then. The fries were actually really nice. They were seasoned and I really enjoyed those, but the burger was not good, I'm afraid to say. It was very, very dry. The bun was dry, the burger was. I was just not a fan of that at all. So yes, unfortunately, burger thumbs down, but the fries were nice. Kind of wish I'd have gotten the pizza now, but you live and learn. I would know that for next time. And for those of you on Weather Watch, it is still very hot here in Orlando, but it has cooled down a little bit. It's not quite as hot as it was the first couple of days I was here. And Ripsaw Falls must be currently down because there is no water or anything going on here. So I'm not sure if this is a lengthy refurbishment or not. Kong is currently a 25-minute wait, so I'm going to go in and do this. I actually don't totally remember this attraction or whether I've even done it. I remember getting in line with Becky, I think it was, and the ride went down while we were in line. So I don't know if I ever actually did get to ride it after that, I'm not sure. Oh, they do have a single rider. I do remember it now. I have ridden this before. I just for a second there couldn't remember it, but now I do. I'm not allowed to film on this one, so as soon as I'm off I will let you guys know what I thought. So that was really, really good, but I am super confused about whether or not I've done it before. As I was getting onto the ride, I was thinking, yes, I definitely have done this. But when I was actually on it, I couldn't remember most of what was happening. So I don't know, but it was really, really good actually. And if you're on the end, which you will be if you're a single rider because you're always filling in the row, or you most likely will be, you get to see more of what's going on. So if you're on either end, because it's quite a big vehicle, you're actually in the best position then, I would say. And the animatronic at the end, the really huge Kong, is really cool actually. It's really impressive. I feel like having your photo taken on the other side of the big Jurassic Park gate is such an iconic photo from the early days of my trips. This is what it looks like from the other side. I've got so many photos of me stood here. And here we are at Hogwarts. The wait time is 35 minutes, which is not too bad at all. I do want to walk through to show you guys the queuing area. And with this ride, you're not allowed any loose articles. I'm not allowed to take the camera or anything like that. So I'm going to ask if I can go through the queuing area with the camera, but not ride. And then when I come back out, I will lock on my stuff and actually go through and do the ride. So let's go see if I can do that. Okay, they said it's fine for me to go through without riding. And they do have a single rider line, so I'll be able to use that when I come back. It really does feel like you're walking through Hogwarts, so even if you don't plan on riding, it's well worth just going through this queuing area. Here's where all the Hogwarts houses keep score. Ravenclaw is not doing very well, that's not good.
Would anyone care to venture a guess as to just what captivating creature I have in this jar? Come closer, if you don't rotate it very fast.
Just then, the next great witch or wizard could be this room tonight, just like Harry.
Potter, the boy who lived.
All you have to do is meet me in the room of requirement. From there we'll fly down to Quidditch pitch. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. A spell I have from a world-class Quidditch player.
Keep it down, you two. This will work fine if you stop bickering.
Not that the subject isn't fascinating. Personally, I'd recommend the field of Badger's Hogwarts in history.
First thing in front of the classroom fire. Look at the next thing and see that you left your body behind.
I'm exiting here, you can just see the ride is going on there, and I'm going to go down these stairs. I hope you guys enjoyed that little tour through Hogwarts. It really is amazing. I don't think I've ever been able to show it inside before when I've been riding the ride, because obviously I can't take the camera in. So now I'm going to go and lock on my bag and go through the single rider line to ride the ride. And Flight of the Hippogriff is currently a 35-minute wait, which is the same as Forbidden Journey, so that's kind of crazy. And when you get to the ride, you need to go that way basically to get to the lockers, to locker your bag, and then you come back here to get on the attraction. I love the music over here in Hogsmeade. And also be sure to go and visit Moaning Myrtle in the public conveniences over there, which aren't actual restrooms by the way, but you can hear Moaning Myrtle in there. So I've just come through here to the back of the Hog's Head to have a look at the Velocicoaster and get a closer look for you guys. So there you go, that's what a Velocicoaster looks like. Bit too scary for me, I have to say. And I spoke to a subscriber the other day who said it terrified them, which did nothing to encourage me to go on it. It's definitely not my thing, but I know a lot of you guys have loved it. Here is the Hogwarts Express. I'm just about to go and get on that to go across to Universal. I was just having a nice little chat with the conductor there, he was lovely. So let's head out and go across to Diagon Alley. It says the wait time is 45 minutes. Whatever the wait time is, I'm going to do it because I do want to get across, so I'll let you know if it is in fact 45 minutes. And don't forget, to be able to do this, you do need a park-to-park ticket. And when I get over to Diagon Alley, I'm hoping to do the same thing I did here and take you through the queuing area at Gringotts to show you all of that, and then I'll come back out again and lock on my bag to ride the ride. So I'm now up at the front about to get on, and it took 30 minutes approximately, maybe just over, to get to this point. So it wasn't as long as the posted wait time. So going from this side, it is 70 minutes. So that is longer. It usually is longer when you're going this way rather than the way that I've just been. I did love that. I always love going on the Hogwarts Express. And it was so sad because if you're going from Hogsmeade, Hagrid like waves you off as you're leaving, and that did make me feel quite emotional. So that made me sad. It's another busy day at Diagon Alley today. I just felt a spot of rain. I think we're going to get some rain today. And just before I head into Gringotts, to make up for my flop of a burger that I had earlier, I'm going to get myself an ice cream from Florian Fortescue's. So I have my ice cream. I got the strawberry peanut butter with shortbread sprinkles, which I absolutely love. And the cast member in there watches the vlog, so hi to you. And I'm just here underneath the covered area because the rain is still really coming down. I'm just gonna see now if I can walk through. It's 165 minutes, so the rain has obviously driven everybody inside. Okay, here we go. I have come through the express line, which is what they told me to do. That way I can get inside to show you guys what it looks like, but I don't have to stand in the main standby, which would take ages because of the 165-minute wait. But I really just wanted to get in here to show you guys how impressive this is. Look at this ceiling as well. This is amazing. It's such an incredible queuing area. It does feel just like you're in the movie.
Make your way to the security post, where your Gringotts identification.
How did you get in here? We haven't seen you.
Don't let me keep you from your tour. I just need to pick up a few things and I'll be on my way.
Now, listen to me. The passage to your left will take you to a pair of lifts. The lifts will take you down to the car station.
The lift before you will deliver you to the car station. When the lift doors are open, watch your step as you board and move all the way in, allowing room for others.
And that was the queuing area, so now I'm back at the exit. I've emerged to a lot better weather than when I went in there. I hope you guys enjoyed having a look through the queuing area. I'm actually not going to go back through and do single rider on this occasion. I went through the express line to show you guys the queue, and that did take quite a long time even in express. So I think in single rider it still would take me quite a long time to do that, and I have ridden that ride lots of times before. Today I really just wanted to make sure that I could show you guys the inside because I don't get to do that very often. I should mention as well, when I rode Forbidden Journey earlier, single rider line took about 15 minutes, 15 to 20, something like that. And I do love that ride, but it does give you quite bad motion sickness. I actually didn't get the camera out right afterwards because I really was feeling a little bit dodgy after that. So just be aware of that on Forbidden Journey. It's the only one really that makes me feel a bit sick, other than Mission Space Orange in Epcot. That's the other one that does it. And I think I'm going to exit Diagon Alley for now because I did look around most of this the other day. I will link that vlog below if you want to see the vlog from when I was here a few days ago. And when you get out of Diagon Alley, don't forget to check out the night bus, maybe get a photo. And they do have the shrunken head in there as well who talks. He's asleep at the moment, as you can probably hear. And it is still raining a tiny bit, which is confusing because it's completely sunny now, but there we are. And this is somewhere that I've never been before, Louis' restaurant. I'm not even sure if it's quick service. Yeah, it looks like it's quick service. I love this area. This is kind of vintage Universal Studios to me. I think I'm going to take a slow walk over to Royal Pacific now. I do need to get back at a reasonable time this evening because I need to pack up because I'm moving across to Disney tomorrow to All Star Music. Just before I head out, I'm going to see what's in this NBC Tonight shop. I don't know if it's just NBC stuff. A lot of this goes over my head because we don't have Jimmy Fallon or his show in the UK. They do have some Friends items in here as well. That's a very retro Friends picture, I love that. And they have the Pivot t-shirt for $30. Oh, that's it. He's called #ThePanda. You can actually get a panda costume for $99.95. And they do have a few Halloween Horror Nights items as well. They seem to have at least some of the Halloween Horror Nights merch in almost all of the stores, even if it's just a little display. I'm also just thinking about where to eat dinner because I don't really think I'm going to want to go back out when I get back to the hotel. So I was just wondering about NBC Grill Brew because I've never eaten there before. I'm not totally ready to eat yet. Ideally, I'd probably leave it a bit later. But if I'm going to Royal Pacific, I'm going to want to get an Uber from there and not come back here. Okay, that was perfect. I basically just walked right in and got a seat here. So they have some sports screens up and I'm sat right here next to the kitchen and the grill. And here is the menu. So they have appetizers, salads, burgers, wings. Then they have some various different sandwiches, And at the bottom, they have all kinds of different stuff actually. They've got pot pie, pasta, mac and cheese, chicken, salmon. I've just ordered, and randomly I've gone for a coffee, which is a bit of a strange choice at this time of day, but I am feeling a little tired, so I thought I'd have this to perk me up a little bit. And here is my food. So this looks really good. These were actually from the appetizer menu, but there's 3 of them and they're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. And I have coleslaw and tots as well. So I just tried the burger. I did get the coleslaw to put inside the burger because I wanted the sauce on the side, because I don't think I would like that. It was like a honey, like a hot honey type thing, which is not really my thing. So I put the coleslaw inside. It tastes really, really good. Totally makes up for the bad burger that I had at lunch. And the tots are really nice too. They're super crispy. So I really enjoyed that. I can highly recommend going there. And while I was there, I ran into Nikki, Holly and Emma. So hi to you guys. Thank you so much for saying hi. And now I'm going to head across to Royal Pacific. If I can figure out how to get there, I think I need to get a boat, which I think is just down over here. I'm fairly certain it's down here. I know if you want to go to Hard Rock or Portofino Bay, the boat dock is over by the entrance to Universal Studios, but I think this is the right place. Yes, Royal Pacific and Sapphire Falls, this is correct. And this is a really nice time of night here at Universal. Look at the sky, very beautiful. And it looks like you can actually get to Portofino Bay and Hard Rock from here as well. So this boat dock basically does all of the hotels. Uh-oh, the Hard Rock Cafe currently has a silent H. And here we are at Royal Pacific. So just to give you a bit of a view from the outside, obviously it is dark, but hopefully you can still kind of see. And they do have a gym back here. Not many people in there, not very surprising on vacation. A lot of people like to take a break from the gym when they're on holiday. And they also have a game room here too. And to get up here, you have to go in the elevator, or say tower elevator. You go up to level 3, and then here we are in the main lobby. So this is check-in. And there are 3 hotels at Universal where you get the express pass included in your hotel stay. So Royal Pacific, where we are now, Portofino Bay and Hard Rock Hotel. So even if you're just staying for one night, you will get the express passes for the theme parks included, I believe, for the day that you check in and the day after. And this one tends to be the cheapest of the 3. That might not always be the case, but every time I've looked previously, this one has been cheaper than Hard Rock and Portofino Bay. So let's have a wander down this way. They have Vacation Planning Centre and bell services over there, and concierge here. Smells very nice in this hotel, I have to say. This is the lobby as you first come in from the outside, so that's where I'll go to get an Uber shortly. And they have a store here called Tokyo Gifts. More Halloween Horror Nights stuff. I would imagine they really do push this because they don't want to get stuck with a bunch of it. I don't know if Universal have an outlet the same as Disney. I don't think they do. And of course they have lots of the general Universal Studios stuff here. And they do have a couple of specific Royal Pacific items, a shot glass and a coaster. It's so fluffy! And they have a few essential items back here that you might have forgotten if you're on your vacation. Just medications and sunscreen and all that type of thing. And of course lots of Harry Potter items. I don't think I've seen this yet. This is really, really nice. Wow, I love that. That's $25. What kind of lid does it have? So it's this kind of screw top type. You can't see that very well, but you get the gist. I'm trying to be sensible because I don't need it, but it pains me to leave that behind. I almost can't do it. I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna really regret that if I don't. And over in this direction you have Tower 1. And this board is just saying about some various dining options. So there's Bula Bar and Grill, which is poolside dining, it opens every day at 11. Then you have Islands Dining Room. They have breakfast and dinner there. And they also have Jake's American Bar, which is open lunch and dinner. And back here, which looks very nice, they have the Orchid Court Lounge. And that's open nightly, 4 PM to 1 AM. And they have sushi available between 5 and 11. So that looks very nice in there. but everywhere is just so beautiful. It's a very, very nice relaxing resort, not too busy or crazy. And back here, just next to the check-in area, they have Tuk Tuk Market, which I think is kind of quick service and grab and go. Let's go and see. So they have some grab and go items back here. They have yogurt, fruit and cheese, sushi, salads and sandwiches and stuff, and fruit. Then lots of potato chips, brownie brittle, so all kinds of grab and go stuff. And they do have some hot food here, so they have hot sandwiches, pizza and hot dogs. And then they have rice, vegetables, mac and cheese, chicken tenders and stuff like that too. And you can get coffee and stuff here too. And just down here you can see the other entrance to the Orchid Lounge. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at that because I know a lot of you guys do stay for 1 night or 2 nights here to get the express passes, and you'd expressed an interest in seeing this particular resort, so I hope that helped. And like I said before, this is where you come to get an Uber, so there was the little gift shop and it's just out of these main doors here. So I'm back at the room now, and before I wrap up this vlog, I just wanted to let you guys know about the transportation at this hotel. As you will have seen in the vlog so far, I have used Uber to get myself around on this trip, and I haven't used the hotel transportation. I did mean to try it out, but to be perfectly honest, I have used Uber just for ease because it is much easier to be able to come and go whenever you want. It's very, very quick to get an Uber. You don't have to pre-plan exactly what time you're leaving in the morning and when you're coming back. But I did want to find out about it to let you guys know in case you're staying on one of these hotels on International Drive, because a lot of them are very similar. I'm just referring to my piece of paper she gave me. So the Universal shuttle is free, so you don't have to pay any extra for that. You can only make the reservations in the mornings between 7 and 11, and you have to go to the vacation planning desk in the lobby. She did say when you go to make your first one, I think you can make it for other days as well while you're there. If you want to go to Disney, the Disney shuttle is $15 per person round trip. So just bear in mind, if you're paying that per person, it might be better to take an Uber. For me, Uber has usually been between $17 and $20-ish. Sometimes it's been a little over 20, depending if it's at a busier time, and that's for one way. But like I said, depending how many of you there are, it might be better to take an Uber in that case, and then you can just come and go at whatever time you want. And to book that, you actually have to do that online with Fabulous Buses, and Fabulous Buses are the same company that the Wyndham used when I was there in June. If you remember that trip when I stayed just next to Disney Springs in that off-site hotel, that is the same company that run their bus service. So I would imagine it's exactly the same booking system as I used for that, but at that hotel the Disney transportation was complimentary. Here you have to pay the $15 per person. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that because I know that's important information if you're thinking about staying here or one of the other Rosen hotels on International Drive, but I would imagine they're all very similar in regards to the transportation. And I just want to say hi to all of the viewers and subscribers who came up today to say hello. I love meeting you all and having a little chat about your vacation, so thank you to everybody who said hi. Tomorrow I'm moving across to Disney, so I'll be going to All Star Music Resort for 1 night, then I have a night at the Polynesian, and then the rest of the trip will be back at All Star Music. I'll be going to Hollywood Studios tomorrow. Once I've got myself over there, got to the hotel, dropped off my suitcase and everything, I will then head across to Hollywood Studios. So now I need to get sorted out to go tomorrow, pack my suitcase and everything, so I'm going to wrap up this vlog. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and commenting and subscribing and everything you do to be supportive. I really do appreciate it so much. If you're not already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure you're always notified when I upload a new video. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. The magic band is off again, glowing to tell me that I'm near one of the statues. Getting Haunted Mansion vibes from that one.